Hi everyone, nice to see you here today. It's Friday lunch here in Sweden, and I really hope you have had a nice weekend. I am Gabriella from Sweden, and I'm sending from StreamYard. So if you want to make a comment, you need to allow StreamYard that it's okay by clicking OK downstairs. Today, I will talk about and share the Wheel of Life. It is not about making business online as I usually talks about, but I think it's still a key to your success in your business and also in your life. I have done this exercise that I will be sharing today, and it has really helped me to move forward both in my life and my businesses. I think it's really great. It have it has helped me to build my dream life. It's a long time ago. It's been long since I really felt as happy as I feel right now. And the Wheel of Life is one thing that has helped me to have this feeling. So I hope you will find your some value of my content today regarding the Wheel of Life. I am Gabriella from Sweden, as I told you, and I work as a coach in how to grow your business online with a modern technique. I have been working for this for a couple of years now, and I'm still learning because online, this industry, I think, it moves really quick, and due to the pandemic situation that we have in the world, it has take a few steps faster than I think it had done if we didn't have this pandemic situation. So you need to update your skills continuously. Who am I? Well, usually say I'm halfway in life. I'm 50 plus. I am a single mom with two beautiful daughters. One still lives at home with me, and one has moved to LA to go to college. And maybe you think if you have kids that are quite younger, that, oh, when they are 18 and adults, they can take care of themselves and so on. But I can assure you, they still need me a lot of my time and guidance to take their steps in their life. And it's really nice to help them move further with their dream life. I have been an employee for almost all my life, but I have always wanted to start a business. So a couple of years ago, when I was nearly 50, I was thinking, is this it? Is this what I will do for the rest of my life? So then I decided I must try. So I started a business, a side business, and still worked full time on my company that I was working on. And I have been growing this business slowly and learned the skills by the way. And I have been specializing and educated myself in how to have a business online. But now I have quit my job and I work with this full time, and I love it. It's really a lot of work, but it's also some kind of interest of me. So I can really tell you, start if you want and if you have dreams about it, but you must take the action. So what is this meaning for me? Well, I have no more bosses who tells me what to do, no more meetings all day when I have and I have much more time for my family, for my friends, for my interests. So, if you're watching live, please comment where you are from, and if you're watching the replay, write hashtag replay. It's always nice to see where you're from. Now, let's dig in. How do you build your dream life with the help of the Wheel of Life? How can I build the dream life as an entrepreneur and have my business online? How do I make my dreams come true? How do I find balance and more time while making money? How do I combine having a company with all the other interests and must do in my life? Well, here is where the Wheel of Life comes in. It helps you to structure your life. So, uh, bring out a paper and a pen immediately because I will go quite fast here. If you don't have it and watch the replay, push the pause button and get a paper and a pen. I hope and hopefully you will find a bunch of new ideas, thoughts, and insights that you do not want to forget. So, we start right away with the most important tool to get where you want to go with your business or with your life. You can have it in both your business, your life combined, and it's all about what areas you choose to think about. And the name of this wheel is the Wheel of Life. Many people who starts a business do so because they want, like I wanted, to decide over my own life and live on my own terms, get more time and more money, have life freedom. I think maybe that's some kind of issues that you're dealing with as well. It is easy to go into the thoughts like when you are running a business that you are when you are an entrepreneur, you have to work around the clock, you can never take a holiday, penny. You have to be the first in place and last out of the company every day if you have an office. But that's why I have started my business online. I can do it from wherever I want and whenever I want. So I can, when they open to the US, go to US and I can work with my company and also visiting my daughter at the same time. And I don't need a holiday. So I really love this. But maybe you have to work 60 or 8 hours a week in the beginning and you really like it because it's your interested. And I don't think that is good in the long term. I think this makes us stressed, and many entrepreneurs never get out of the steering wheel. Does that sound tempting? No, I thought so. It doesn't. But it is like that. Well, in the beginning, you may work a lot and even further, as I just said, but you do it for yourself. So it's kind of an interest as well. But I have a coach and I work with a company who has educated me. And my coach and mentor told me, you can't work all time. You need to have the balance in your life. Otherwise, you will never make the success that you want to have. And I really listened to her and I started thinking that I had an imbalance in my life before I started my business, and I still have some kind of imbalances. And I wanted to find a way how to structure that. Before I started my business and just work with that, I was always tired. I worked for the company all the time. I didn't meet my friends. I didn't do any work out. And I took care of my children and then I went to sleep. It was not a life that I wanted. I wanted more time for my family, friends, and everything else exciting in the world. But how do we make sure that this actually happens? And how do we avoid ending up in the squaring wheel, where it's going round and around and time is never enough and that you earn less than you did when you were an employee? Uh, and that's what I will dig in right now. I don't want to say that I have all the solutions, but some tools actually help me to have a more wonderful everyday life as an entrepreneur and a business online. But one that made a big difference for me was this Wheel of Life. It helped me to structure and have a balance in my life. So here's the magic tool that I want to create but learn from one of our mentors. Sometimes when we end up in a trance where the life is just rolling around, where every day life feels boring and where the calendar is booked up without any control, that's when you need to start thinking about it. Have you ever felt like your day is like a long marathon? Do you recognize it? Right just below. I think someone more than me, anyway, thinks that it's like that. Personally, I do not thrive when I end up with that feeling, when I have this imbalance. I feel frustrated and a little bit sore. And this is precisely when you should do this exercise and ask yourself a very important question. What is the single biggest thing I could change in my life, in my business life, that could make the most significant difference? Think about that. And only you can have the answer for that, no one else. To me, the answer was pretty obvious. I'm a dreamer, which is amazing in so many ways, but I realized that I had to stop living in the future. I think how wonderful everything will be in 5 or 10 years from now, when I have all that money, when I have more time, when I have more, when I sell this company. And I realized, and the hard truth is that you do not get more time later. You need to focus on creating the conditions for your dream life and how you want to live your life today. Yes, today. Why should you sit and dream about your dream life? Once you have that insight, you can start focusing on what's important in your life. It's different, I think, for all of us, and there is where the wheel of life is a saver in needs. It clarifies what our focus looks like today, but above that, what it should look like. It's not rocket science. It is used by many, so I don't take credit for this wheel of life. But the first time I came across it was when I listened to Tony Robbins. I think he's the world's foremost experts and a personal favorite for me. So please take out the paper and pen now and write down what comes to mind when I tell you about the tool. Make it a circle on the paper and dive it into 8 pieces like a cake, and then listen for a while. Press pause if you haven't retrieved paper and pen, if you're watching the replay. You will now identify 8 different areas that are important in your life. I will go through some suggestions right now that you can use. You can copy it straight away, or you can find your own areas. It's up to you. So, the first area in this circle is the inner feeling. How is it with yours? How do you feel? How is your mindset? How is your self esteem? What do you feel about life? The second area in this cake, if you call it like that. I will share a paper of it, a picture of it after this live, so you can have it. And if you want to have it as a PDF, just write more info down, and I will get back to you. But the second area is your appearance. Look at yourself. What do you look like? Do your eyes sparkle wonderfully as it does when people are feeling well? Or do you look tired? Or anything else that you think about your appearance? How healthy are you? Do you have time to train as much as you want to work out, etc.? The third piece is your relationships. Do you have time to spend with your family, your friends, and partner if you have one? Number 4 your adventures. Do you have time for your adventures? What do you love to do? I love to travel and have some experience and go to new places, meet new people. But maybe you want to go fishing or you want to play the piano and learn more about it. Think about, do you have time for it or do you prioritize it away? Do you challenge yourself? Is my life an adventure? Think about those things. And then we go to number 5, your influence. Do you make difference in the world? If you, how can you help others to succeed? What you do in your life affects other people's in the right direction. Number 6, here is where your business comes in, or maybe your work as an employee if you haven't started a business yet. But how is it really goes? Do you make money? Is it fun? Do you do it the way you want to do it, or do you just do it like you always have because you just do it? Can you really feel that this is what you absolutely want to do all your life, or do you want something else? Number 7, and then I go to the last part, is your surroundings. Who do you surround yourself with? Who do you hang out with? Do you hang out with people who give you energy or people who take energy? Do you hang out with people who help you? Do you have a mentor or a coach? And the last piece of this circle is your finances. Money is important. It's our economy that gives us the conditions to create the life on our terms. Are you about to provide yourself with the financial conditions to create your own life, or are you just working to be king in the bar when the salary comes and exchange your time for money? So, this was quickly the areas that I have found is important in my life. You can, as I told you, use the same areas, or you can use some other areas that are important to you. And the next step now is what you shall do further. Select a target number from scale 1 to 10 on each part. If everything was tip top in, say, your relationships, and you should have 10 out of 10, how would it be then? Write some keywords about what tens means for you and take one category at a time. If you got the experience all the adventures in your dream, what you're dreaming of, what would it be like then? Bring out the dreamer in you and write it down on the paper. And then you think about where you are today and you give that a number as well between 1 and 10. And that's your current situation in that part or area in your life of Wheel. But put not no value in it, just move on. But you can see the difference between where you want to be in this area and where you are at right now. And then continue to do category in all parts of your life. So now, congratulations! You have done your first Wheel of Life. This is how your current situation looks in relation to your dream situation. And this is where the exciting work begins. When you look at your life wheel, do you have a balance between the different parts? Many of us entrepreneurs or who has business online finds that the most focus we have on the company, and we have downplayed some other parts in the life of Wheel. And no matter how good your company is going, we feel that is still enough. To create life on our own terms, we need to find a balance between everything, not just in our business. Is it worth to succeed in your business if your relationships get worse? Does it make sense to run and stress around between meetings if your body and health do not keep up? Does it make sense to spend 14 hours in the office and maybe just 2 hours with those you love the most? That feels in the heart, at least for me. Many entrepreneurs say that this is how it is to run a business. But I think you can do something about it. When you start this, many thoughts and questions comes up, and if you want me to reach out to you, just write below more info, and I will get in contact to you on the life wheel, or how I have made my business online. And hopefully this can help you achieve your life and move your business online or as an entrepreneur forward. And I hope that this gave you some value. But before I end, I will just summarize what I have been talking about today. You need to do something, the wheel of life. Start by writing down the parts that are important to you and be honest. Then grade each pieces from 1 to 10. And what would 10 mean for you in this particular keywords? And then on a scale from 1 to 10, where are you today? And remember, the wheel of life is nothing that you do just once in life. It's something that you can go back to and see if you have moved further or change and have some different kinds of areas. And you can also do it in your business with areas in your business to see where you need to work. And always start on the one where you have uh, the difference are the biggest, because there you will see you're moving forward fastest. So that's all for today. I hope you had some inspiration from me, and that you will take your time and sit down and think about your wheel of life. And you can do it, as I told you, in your business or for your whole life. It's up to you. I wish you a great day or evening, and also a joyful weekend. It's Friday afternoon here in Sweden. So have a great day and see you soon. Bye.